What's Good with Sergeant Show. I'm your host, Sergeant Show. Woo, woo, and today we're drinking and reviewing beers. Why I brought Tiny J, I don't know, but I did bring him, and there he is.
Hey, you brought me because we're in my hometown.
Oh, that's right. We came down to the womb of what has created Tiny J. What exactly? I'm looking around for dysfunctional shit everywhere, honestly. Tiny J. Now that I know that you're from here, I'm like, so where's all the inbred stuff?
It's inside.
So at this tiny little town of Douglas, Kansas, and this just gives you an idea of what a nice brewing scene we have in this region. This tiny little town of Douglas, Kansas, their Pizza Hut closed down, and they said, what are we going to do with this thing? We're going to make it into a craft brewery. And that's what they did. It's the Green Frog Brewery in Douglas, Kansas. This is the Marty Red Ale, and I think there's some kind of a local story behind this. Isn't there, Tiny J?
Correct. Marty Red is a local guy. He went to high school here. He mows people's yards. He drives a lawnmower around here. Marty's just a staple around Douglas. Everybody knows who Marty is.
Okay. So this is the red ale named after the staple of Douglas, Kansas that rides around town on a lawnmower, and why I'm not surprised that that's what a staple of Douglas, Kansas is.
Yeah.
Why? Okay. You know what we're doing? We drink every beer in the universe. We rate them on a scale of 1 to 12. We take 3 big gulps. I actually think this is a really pretty, charming, and quaint little town. So I don't want to talk too much shit on Douglas. It seems like a quaint little town.
Yeah, hey, we'll fuck you up, is all I'm saying.
Let's take these 3 big gulps.
Mr. E is actively trying to call you. I've hung up on him like 7 times, and he keeps calling back.
Mm.
Is it good red?
So that's really unique for a red. It's got more of that war beer reddish to it. Like it's almost like a stoutish kind of a red. Like those dark flavors and that extra creaminess.
Nice.
Pretty tasty.
So Douglas is doing it right so far?
I think they may be doing it right.
Well, don't be too hasty, though.
Green Frog. We're never too hasty. Never. 3 more big gulps. I really like this beer.
Nice.
Just being a red right off of the get-go, it gets a little bit, and I've done a bunch of reds recently. I don't know what it is. As soon as I walk into a place, I see they got a red. It's like, hey, Sergeant Show needs to try the red first, and then I'll gauge all your other beers off of this one. And this is a very good start. Dare I do 2 9s in a row?
Ooh.
I think Green Frog gets a 9 for Marty's Irish Red.
That's strong right out of the gate for their first beer you've
I
ever
really like
reviewed.
it. It's a little bit different than an Irish Red in a good way, like creamy and a little darker. I think that is a really solid take on an Irish Red.
Nice.
And that's what's good with Sergeant Show. And if you aren't watching this, who gives a shit? It's more good beer for the rest of us. Oscar Mike!